Hello friends, this is Professor Mr. Abhijit Anand Aivade, lecturer at Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology, Bhayandar. In the last video, we had studied about electrical pressure transducer. We had studied about the LVDT. In this video, we are going to study about a burden tube with LVDT as well as a bellow with a LVDT transducer and a dead weight tester. So let's start. Let's move toward burden tube with a LVDT. This diagram shows the constructional details of the burden tube with the LVDT. In this case, a burden tube serves a primary transducer and a LVDT acts as a secondary transducer. यहाँ पे burden tube acts as a primary transducer और LVDT acts as a secondary transducer. Primary transducer does not having a external energy source, but LVDT having a external energy source. Okay, secondary transducer having a external energy source. The conversion process can be shown in this video. Okay, pressure measurement system is contain the main component are C-type burden tube, single pulley arrangement, LVDT construction, magnetic core, pressure gauge, primary winding, secondary winding, pulley. Okay. A primary transducer, here a C-type burden tube manometer. It is a detector which senses the physical phenomenon. A C-type burden tube comes in contact with a pressure which to be measured. This converts the pressure into tubes. Proportional displacement at its free end. Now this displacement from a primary transducer is fed to the secondary transducer. The secondary transducer here is a LVDT. Displacement sets a magnetic core of LVDT to motion. Its flux link with a secondary is two-part, and in them V1 and V2 opposite in direction are set up. Their difference matlab V1 minus V2 is the output of voltage V0. By calibration, pressure is read on the graduate calibration scale. Now what is the advantages of the burden tube with LVDT? The first advantage is high sensitivity. Another one is a low power consumption. Third one is a low hysteresis effect. And fourth is रेज कंस्ट्रक्शन. देखो यहाँ पे इनपुट जो है वो प्रेशर मिल रहा है, लेकिन जो आउटपुट जो मिल रहा है वो बर्डन ट्यूब से बर्डन ट्यूब होता है तो आउटपुट डिस्प्लेसमेंट आता, लेकिन यहाँ पे बर्डन ट्यूब के साथ एलवीडीटी भी यूज़ किया है और एलवीडीटी का इनपुट होगा आउटपुट ऑफ द बर्डन ट्यूब, दैट मीन्स द डिस्प्लेसमेंट, एंड द आउटपुट होगा आउटपुट वोल्टेज. What is the disadvantages of the burden tube with LVDT? The first one is a working effect by vibration. Another one is a large displacement of core is needed to get a output. Third one is a temperature affects performance. Now, bellow with LVDT transducer. It's used to measure the pressure. It works, actually LVDT is a linear variable differential transducer. It works on the transformer action when a primary supply with AC, the EMF, that is the voltage, is induced in the secondary. Okay. The figure shows the input of the bellow is a pressure, the output of the bellow is a displacement, while this is the input of the LVDT. That means input of the LVDT is displacement and output is the voltage. Bellow arrangement is a primary transducer by its comparison, and due to applied pressure the magnetic core moves in the hollow bobbin. On the non-magnetic bobbin, three coils are wound. First one, primary coils of the transformer which is excited by the AC supply. Secondary coil is divided equally and electrically connected in phase opposition, that is a 180 degree. When primary is excited, voltage V1 and V2 are induced by a mutual induction in the two sections of the secondary. When moving magnetic core moves, then V1 is not equal to V2. So that's why output voltage V1 minus V2 is not equal to 0 appears in the secondary side, which is equal to the pressure measuring gauge. Simple by the input of the bellow is the pressure, then bellow is shows the displacement. Due to the displacement, the bellow does elongation and contraction. Now this is the input of the LVDT, and LVDT gives the output, and this output is measured by the pressure gauge. Thus from the input pressure which is to be measured is conveyed through primary and secondary transducer is calibrated at the output end, which is read by the pressure gauge. Then what is the advantages of bellow with LVDT transducer? The first one is a very sensitive process. Another one is a ridge construction. Third one is the overall small size. Fourth one is the output voltage is practically linear. And fifth one is a low hysteresis effect. But a bellow with LVDT transducer having some disadvantage, just like a performance affected by a temperature. Stray magnetic field affect the performance, but shielding provided to reduce this effect. And third one is the relatively large core displacement is required for appreciable output. These all about the bellow with LVDT transducer. Now the last point of this chapter is calibration of the pressure gauge by the dead weight tester. This question is asked in the exam for 4 marks. Summer 14, winter 14, summer 15, winter 15, summer 16, winter 16, summer 17, winter 17, summer 18. All these times this question is asked. Draw the label diagram of the dead weight tester. State how pressure measure can be done using a dead weight tester. Explain the working of dead weight tester with a neat diagram. Actually, dead weight tester are also come in your practical exam. As studied in the operation of all the types of the pressure transducer, the meters are to be calibrated to read in the desired unit. Calibration is needed. Input is pressure to be measured, then primary transducer, then the secondary transducer, then output, which is not directly as a pressure belt. This output is to be calibrated and accurately converted into the pressure so that it is ready to by the meter. For most of the transducer, calibration is done by dead weight tester. This figure shows the actual operation of the dead weight tester. The dead weights are in this platform. Okay, यहाँ पे हमें ऑयल दिखाई दे रहा है. ये ऑयल रिजर्वर है. जब भी एक्स्ट्रा ऑयल होता है और यहाँ पे टेंशन निकाला जाता है तो ये ऑयल यहाँ पे रिजर्वर में आ जाएगा. गेज अंडर टेस्ट, यहाँ पे हमें प्रेशर मेजर होगा. यहाँ पे पिस्टन है वेट को अप और डाउन करने के लिए, और यहाँ पे सिलेंडर शेप है. ओके, procedure for calibration. Cross sectional views of the dead weight tester is shown in the figure. Handle wheel is turned so that initially an oil is allowed to enter into the cylinder. Now known value weight is put in the tray. Area of piston is also known. Knowing this the pressure is calculated. The wheel at the external right is turned clockwise direction. Due to this, the pressure is built up on gauge and tray side. Further rotate the wheel in the same direction. This creates a more pressure inside the cylinder, lifts the tray with a weight and it's float freely. Repeating procedure for increase the weights in the tray and calibrate the gauge against known weight. This is the simple method to calibrate the pressure gauge against the dead weight tester. Thank you so much.